Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, we're running some errands. It is a beautiful day. Spring has finally sprung here in the Northland. Well, sprung-ish. It's supposed to snow this weekend, but that's all right. We're gonna take advantage of this nice weather and get out and about, but before we get to what we're getting to, go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the shenanigans. Y'all, like I said, it is nice out today, it's sunny, it's warm, so we're going thrifting. We haven't been in a few weeks to see what's what at the thrift stores, and I need to run to the library, so I figured we'd hit a couple of stores on the way and just see what we come up with, so let's do that. I'll hit a couple thrift stores, and if I find anything of note while I'm out, I'll check in, and otherwise I'll just meet y'all back at the house and we'll just go through the whole thing all at once. We made it home, y'all. I thought it would be better if we waited and just met up here instead of trying to ride together in the car. Because, well, y'all saw how that went. Just for the record, that was not a shady driving maneuver. I just turned quickly and things went a bit akimbo. So, anyway, we are home. Look, I found me a cute denim jacket and a... Bo, would you please? Move. Come here. Move. And a t-shirt from somebody else's breast cancer awareness fundraiser at one of the Goodwills. So anyway, I got this. And these are the only non-book buys that I made. How proud are you? Anyway, let's get into this. So I took some time once I got home. Of course, I washed these before I put them on my body. I sorted the books. Well, I kind of sorted the books. But then I figured we'd just get into it and kind of thrash about and see what we got. Let's start with the #1 Ladies Detective Agency. Y'all, this book's been around forever. It's the first one in the #1 Ladies Detective Agency series, and I've never read any of them, but I've never read book #1. So I grabbed this at one of the Goodwills. And then, let me show you these. So I have a plan. Y'all will see it later. But I read this, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, way back in the early 2000s. Is that when this came out? Anyway, I'm going to read it again. I don't want to tell you too much about that. That's coming up. But anyway, so I have it on my Kindle. That's where I read it before, but I grabbed this. And The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. Look how pretty this is. And The Girl Who Played with Fire, which are the other two, or the next two. I don't know if that's all of them. But I also found The Girl Who Played with Fire hardcover. Now, to be honest, I didn't remember that I had found this one, this one, when I grabbed this one, but look how cool that is. I wish it had the dust jacket, but it doesn't, so whatever. But I don't know if I'm going to read this one or this one, but one of them is going to end up back in the rotation, get donated. I'll probably end up keeping this one and donate this one because the hardcover doesn't, but look how cool that is, y'all. Anyway, let me move on. So I'm definitely going to read these. So that's that. Then let's do, this is super fun. Don't Talk Back to Your Vampire. Y'all, I love just campy, goofy kind of vampire comedy kind of books. This might be a rom-com. I'm not really sure, but there is a series. There are like, I don't know, 15 of these. This is book #2. I've ordered book #1. I need to stop doing this because I'm getting all kinds of, I don't know, funk from who knows where in my face. But anyway, y'all know the Mary Janice Davison, is that it? The undead, like Undead and Unwed, those vampire books. Well, this gives me definite those vibes. So anyway, I'm going to start reading these and see what comes of it. Angry Housewives Eating Bonbons. Y'all know how I love books about friendships among women. Now, they have to be good. I'm fairly critical of them. So I hope this is good. But yeah, this is like a friendship among women getting into shenanigans book. Fanny Flagg, the all-girl filling station's last reunion. How could you not? Y'all, I don't own this book. So, well, I didn't own this book until now. So, Fanny Flagg. All the Bright Places. I've heard about this. I've read about it. It's something. So it's young adult. Clearly young adult. It's something about. Y'all, please feel free to correct me in the comments. A teenager with either suicidal ideations or like depressed and thoughts of suicide. And honestly, I don't know the difference. Please don't get on me about that. But a kid who thinks about dying and meets, so it's Finch and Violet. And Finch and Violet like meet on the ledge of a building or something. And one of them saves the other. And I think you spend the book trying to figure out who saves whom. But I've been intrigued by this for a while. And Captain Obvious, the thoughts of suicidal teenagers is super depressing to me. So I didn't actually like order the book, but then it fell into my hands at the Goodwill. So I was like, all right, sucker, just read the book. So I got that. Maeve Binchy, I'm sure I'm slaughtering her name and I apologize for that, but her books are everywhere, all over the place. She is a prolific Irish author. I think she writes dramas, maybe romance. I know nothing about this book other than it's something about two people going to Ireland and opening a bakery, or they live in Ireland and they open a bakery, or something about opening a bakery in Ireland and people are mad at them. So I've clearly researched it a lot and I'm going to read it. It's called Scarlet Feather. And y'all, if we read this together, if I talk to you about it, I'm most certainly going to call it Scarlet Fever because in my brain, it's already become that. Eleanor Oliphant. I don't know why I have not bought this book before. Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. I know I've mentioned this before. Did I buy this in another haul? Because I swear we've talked about this book. Because here's what I'm thinking. My book club, they don't know this, but we almost read this instead of Where'd You Go, Bernadette? And I remember talking to y'all about this in a haul. I'm going to have to look and see if I bought this book. But I know that I kept mixing up Finley Donovan and wanting to call Finley Donovan Eleanor Oliphant, so maybe that's what I'm thinking. But this is a really good looking copy, so that's going to be my defense if I've bought this book again. Y'all, seriously. Still Me. This is the third book in the Me Before You and Me After You or After You or something series. I'm not convinced that I'm going to read these, but if I'm going to read them, I want all of them. So this is the third one in that series. Y'all remember that I read 9 Perfect Strangers by Leanne Moriarty, and I didn't love it. Well, a lot of my friends, whose opinions I respect a lot, like Leanne Moriarty, so I want to give her another chance. So I grabbed What Alice Forgot and Apples Never Fall, and I'm going to read definitely at least one of these, if not both of them. So if y'all have read either or both of these, let me know. Let me know what you think, if they're any good. If these are the ones to read to like Leanne Moriarty, please let me know, because I want to give her a good chance. So there's those. My grandmother asked me to tell you she's sorry, Frederick Bachman. Beartown. I know this isn't a Beartown book. Y'all back off. But I've not read... Have I read Book Club Friends? No, yeah. I was going to say, have we read a Frederick Bachman book since Beartown? Because we read Anxious People. But I think we read that before our DNA got rearranged by the winners. So... this is going to be my first foray back into Frederick Bachman. Y'all, it's going to take a little while. So, but I got it. I have it. I'm probably going to carry it around with me. And if y'all think I'm kidding, go watch my Beartown review. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to carry it around with me a little bit. I'm going to get used to the idea, and then I'm going to read it. And I was going to say if it's not sad, tell me, don't even tell me, because I don't know if I'll believe it. Not that I don't believe you. I love y'all, and I appreciate you being here with me, but if you know, you know. Robin Carr, do you know? Because I don't know, but I see her, I assume it's a her. It's got to be a her, right? I see Robin Carr's books all over the place, and I think they are well reviewed. What we find, I think this is another one of those drama, maybe romance, I don't know what it is, but they're never those smutty like Harlequin romance covers, so I consider that a good thing. So what we find, Robin Carr, this is one of those I hope I like because I see her books everywhere. So if I like her, that's a whole bunch more books to read. Not that I don't have 1,000 books to read right now, whatever. She goes in the stack with Maeve Binchy, with the like, I see her everywhere. She seems like a prolific writer. So if I end up liking her, then if I end up liking them, then that gives me lots more books to read. Not that I don't have 1,000,000 books to read right now. So those are they. Debbie Macomber, y'all remember I read a Debbie Macomber book over Christmas, and I'm pretty sure I liked it. I talked to my mom about this, and she just laughed at me, which is okay. But remember, I didn't like the Fern Michaels book, and I think that's the only one that I didn't like. And I see Debbie Macomber's books out there all over the place, too. This one appears to be Christmassy, so I might set this aside and save it for the season. Oh, it's a Hallmark Channel original movie, so yes, this is going in a Christmas stack. But Debbie Macomber, I believe, did she write The Christmas Wedding Guest? Hang on, let me look. She wrote the book Jingle All the Way, which I did like. I was thinking she wrote The Christmas Wedding Guest, which was Susan Mallory. But that's good to know, because Susan Mallory's books are all over the place, too. But Jingle All the Way was the one that I liked. I liked the story. I liked the whole thing, except that it was marketed as a Christmas story. And it was Christmassy like the last, 15% of the book. So that was my only complaint about her book. So this is a Hallmark Channel movie, so that's got to be more Christmassy. Anyway, glad that I figured that out. So now I know that I didn't actually dislike her writing. I have some. I can't believe I haven't read these before. David Balducci, most of his books are thrillers, right? Well, that's not my genre, y'all. Well, this looks all like touchy-feely, romancy, so that's right up my alleyway. And it's fun to say David Balducci, so we might read this in a vlog just so that we can say David Balducci a bunch of times. The Help. I have no excuse for not having read this before, except that I know it's going to be very sad, and y'all know how I get. So there's that. And The Deep End of the Ocean, on the cover, there's a little kid looking into a coffin. So this is one of those, I'm going to have to set it aside and think about it. I might end up reading this, but y'all, somebody please tell me. I know folks have read this book. There's lots of talk about it. I'm just not sure. So let me know. But that's one of those I probably should have read by now. Here's a stack of It's Friday, but Sunday's Coming books. And y'all, if you know, you know. Because I live in Minnesota, and it's still winter here. There's still snow on the ground. We're expecting more snow in the days to come, but summer is coming. So I got A Summer House by Hannah McKinnon. I know nothing about Hannah McKinnon, y'all, but I was drawn to this book. Do not remind me of that Summer People book that I bought because I liked the cover, and the first review that I found was somebody else in Minnesota that bought it because it seemed summery and they ended up hating it. Do not remind me of that. This book looks good. So, Summer People by Hannah McKinnon. I got some Ellen Hildebrand books. Y'all, I love her. I've enjoyed her writing in the past. I got A Summer Affair. And I got What Happens in Paradise and Troubles in Paradise. These are books 2 and 3 of a trilogy. I read the first book of the trilogy, so how you not gonna? And I really enjoyed the first book of the trilogy. These are beach reads for sure, but they're interesting beach reads. I enjoy how she develops characters, and I like her storylines. So, I got these and this because Sunday's coming. I also got some Mary Kay Andrews. Y'all, don't even start with me. I love Mary Kay Andrews. So I know nothing about any of these books except that they're Mary Kay Andrews, and that's all I need to know. I got Hello Summer, Beach Town, and The High Tide Club. I don't know if any of these are books in a series. I lost my mind a little bit, y'all, because I knew there was snow coming and I can't. I know. I'm sorry, I know. But I needed some beachy reads, so I got some beachy reads. So there are those. Let me know what y'all know about those. And let me show you what else I got. I'm almost done. Barbara Taylor Bradford, The Ravenscar Dynasty. I think this is about, I don't know, a rich family and some dead people. That's all I know. I don't really know anything, but look how pretty it is. So these are the last few. I got some books by authors that I have not read in decades. And I don't know why, I was just intrigued. I got Beach Music by Pat Conroy. I haven't read a Pat Conroy book since the 90s. Will I still enjoy it? I don't know. I'll let you know. Summer Sisters by Judy Blume. I don't think I've read a Judy Blume book as an adult. Of course, we all passed around the book forever when we were teenagers thinking we were all grown up. But as far as her actual books written for adults, it's going to be my first. So if there's anything I need to know, y'all let me know. Are they any good? Am I wasting my time? Do I need to be prepared? Are they like teenage books written for adults? I don't know. We'll see. But y'all, if the author photo on the back should tell me anything about when this book was written. Anyway. John Irving, A Widow for a Year. Okay. I loved John Irving when I was in high school. I was in love with the book, The World According to Garp. Like I still have the copy of The World According to Garp that I read 100 times when I was in high school. It's upstairs. I almost bought another copy of it over the weekend, but I was like, let me tell you what, I'm afraid to reread Garp because I'm scared of what adult me would think of this book that teenage me was in love with. I might actually reread it, but I don't know. We'll see. But so I picked up A Widow for 1 Year, which I don't know much about it. Okay, I don't know anything about it. But I think it's a family, maybe similar to the one in The World According to Garp, where things just go terribly awry. Y'all remember from World According to Garp, sorrow floats, but hope floats too? Okay, no, I know. Real people don't memorize The World According to Garp. I know, I feel ya. Okay, tell me, y'all, book 8 of Harry Potter. So I have books 1 through 7. But this is, I'm going to air quote book 8. It's called The Eighth Story, 19 years later. Does this count? Like, Harry Potter Faithful, does this even go on the shelf with the Harry Potter books? Now, it's pretty, but it's called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and it's, from what I understand, it's the screenplay or something, and it's not even written by J.K. Rowling. It's based on an original news story by J.K. Rowling. I am 100% not buying books written based on the writings of the author of the book, but I got a little bit obsessed with finding the 8th Harry Potter book when I thought there was an 8th Harry Potter book. So by the time I realized that it wasn't really a Harry Potter book, it was already like a thing. I wanted to find it. And this is the only hardcover Harry Potter book that I found all day, during my runnings about and lookings in different stores. So I bought it for $3.99. I think it was $3.20 after discounts and stuff. But y'all tell me, does this go on the shelf with the other books or not? I know. The majority of y'all are like, what is she even talking about? Who even cares? If you know, you know. Some people care. So let me know. And y'all, that's it. This is the haul. Now I just need to get them into some sort of order, find somewhere to put them, and figure out what to read first. Y'all, thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you've made it this far, we're definitely friends now. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos on Mondays with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.